We're live.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's what
Oh
happens
man,
when you're
you missed it.
slacking.
I dropped my whipped cream, my alcoholic whipped cream. I put it on the back of my hand, went to lick it, and it goes bloop right on my fucking chest. Like, well, I guess I'm not wearing this shirt to work tomorrow.
Good times.
Yep.
So we're doing it's on low latency, so there's like a 5-second delay now.
5-second late time?
Yeah. YouTube suggests to do ultra low latency, but it also sacrifices quality. But I don't know just how much it sacrifices.
So, that's weird.
What?
It's not bad. Try it.
What is it?
Right.
I'm so fucking tired he's telling me that. Just fucking tell me what's in it.
The last of the banana pudding moonshine and chocolate 44.
So banana chocolate.
Good. Try it. Try.
No.
Do it.
Better not tell you now. So it's a negative.
Should Mike buy my alcohol? Cannot predict now. What the fuck?
See, I'm telling you, it's cloudy. The future is not written.
Yes.
You have to ask it over and over and over. It doesn't matter. You should take the first answer. The ball always
I
knows.
told you to try again later. We did. We tried again later.
5 seconds is not later.
It is too later. So I had my hair down later, which is why later. I had my hair down earlier today.
Hair down in future.
Well, yeah, in the future too. And I got so fucking hot working the gates. Everybody was like, "See, more hair," because I'm working with people right now that I never see because I'm at the opposite end of the airport for my training. And so I had it down, and people, it was all brushed out and beautiful. People are like, "Your hair." I'm like, "Yeah, what about it?"
Because you're always wearing a bun.
I know. It's so long. It's so pretty. Thanks. But then it was 8,000 degrees. And I had to put it up because it was suffocating.
Hair is up even in the middle of winter.
Oh, I know that. But sometimes when I wear it down, if I get too hot, it has to go up.
Why even have long hair then if you're just going to...
Because I look really stupid with short hair. And I like my look. It's beautiful.
Yeah, but it's always in a bun.
That's my point. I wear it in a braid sometimes. A lot of times.
What, you got a yak over there?
No, I got the chills. I got the chills.
Whoa.
I was running. I got to give myself the chills. So, nobody's here.
I'm red.
You're red. You don't even have to know what your goal was. You're just...
Well, I know my goals, though. It was bad. Yeah. I'm green this week, though.
I don't know what my goal was.
Like I always am.
I don't even fucking remember.
Yeah,
you're always green on Tuesday, Mike. Always. You're like, I'm doing awesome.
Well, I only have one day to worry about. I always go green on Monday.
And then Wednesday, you're like,
Yeah, by Wednesday, it just goes straight to hell. In a handbasket.
In a handbasket? That's a great way to go. I'm definitely for the handbasket aspect. Sheets.
I need to walk a little bit. I need to burn 37 calories.
Ooh.
I haven't eaten dick today because Costco screwed me on my lunch. I bought the spicy Just Bare chicken strips I like so much when I like to make chicken wraps out of them. But I didn't have time to make my chicken wraps because by the time I got all that shit done and cooked, it was 2:30. So I had enough time to wolf down my dinner. Daryl shows up, and I talked to Daryl for a good chunk of time. I left here at a quarter to 3. Texted Annika, I'm on my way, don't worry. Picked her up, had to drive through traffic, construction, more traffic. Nobody at the school. That school empties out fast.
Like quick as shit, dude.
Those kids are
The other day, I was there at 2:50, okay, before school lets out. Parking lot's crowded as hell, right? Annika's texts me. She's like, "Hey, I have to turn in a project. I'm going to be a few minutes late." She gets there 3:05, and I look up because I was reading my book, so I'm sitting in the car like this on my Kindle. I look up when Annika gets it, and I'm like, "Where the fuck did everybody go?"
Yeah.
Like I didn't see people. Like they were like,
It was 3:10 by the time I picked her up, and the school looked abandoned. There
Yeah.
was nobody there. And she was standing on the corner playing on her phone.
I was supposed to make a menu.
Yes, you were also supposed to make something for my freaking protein day. Thank you very much.
I was supposed to make you dinner.
That's
tonight.
okay because I got screwed on my protein day
You
because
told
Costco
me
didn't
when I
have my
asked-
eggs and stay in.
When I
freezer.
asked about dinner, you said you had dinner, so I was like, okay, he must not have done what he wanted to
No,
do.
today I just had my kung pao. My whole day was shot to shit. Don't let the man who wants a hard cut tell you not to wear long hair. Yeah, I love long hair. I'm red. Only one workout day and gained 2 pounds, but lost those 2 pounds this morning. It still counts as red.
Okay. Oh, shit, I accidentally.
I lost 3 between yesterday morning and today. I weighed 236 yesterday. I weighed 233 this morning. Hey, Chris, how's it going, buddy?
Hey, Chris.
I don't know what mine was, but I'm red. Everybody's red. It was a very bingy week.
Okay.
And this week is no better, so just put me down for red for the next week, too. I foresee me being red. I am going to try my hardest to keep the last 3 weeks of this stupid challenge green.
Okay. Let me get back to the correct
Because
page.
I would love to go to Utah at 2:10 at least.
Neo was supposed to work out 4 days, minus 3 pounds, and to learn how to
Learn how to what?
handle stress better.
Learn how to
I think that's supposed
get
to.
fed?
No, I think I was supposed to walk to handle stress better. I think
You
that's what
can't
that was
read
supposed
your.
to be. No, I didn't add it, but I think
She's
that.
one who types it in. She can't read it.
No, I kind of shorthanded it, and I think that's what it was supposed to be. I think she was supposed to walk to help handle stress better.
Shorthanded. Yeah, but my little black ball says predicts red on the horizon.
Chris, you were only supposed to use the Instapot 4 times this week.
That's such a fun toy. Who the hell bought that for her? What, were you in Petco and you picked up the hardest freaking dog toy there and you thought, yeah, this is an idea.
No, I was at Five Below, and it was peanut butter flavored, and it looked like
Oh, she enjoys it.
she would have a good time with it.
Yes, she does. Runs it across the gate, across the door.
Her favorite toy when we're in here with the door closed.
There's times where I think she does it on purpose because she likes the sound of the gate.
Mm-hmm.
The wall.
Okay.
She sounds like she's doing plumbing work in the wet walls.
Right. So we are all red this week. Woo woo! Go us.
Red rum. Yeah. Red rum.
I gotta come up with a good goal by the end of the show.
But I did handle some of my stress better, but I didn't walk it off. Still red. Did you shake it off?
I wasn't sure what kind of shaking we were talking about. We're talking about like Meghan Trainor shake it off, or is it Meghan Trainor?
No, it fucking
Or if we're talking shaky.
shake weedy.
I wasn't sure what kind of shaking off we were talking about there.
I'm all trying to jump on the Taylor Swift bandwagon.
Yeah, it's Taylor Swift.
I'm trying to be a Swiftie, and you've ruined it.
Yeah. For some reason, I was thinking it was Meghan Trainor, and as soon as I said it, I was like, "No, that's not who it is. I'm pretty sure it's Taylor."
Yeah, white girl, white blonde girl,
Right?
much different sizes.
Right?
I don't know how the hell you made that connection, but hey, whatever. Let's talk motivation. Red Rangers. Go Power Rangers. We are the Mighty Morphine Power Slammers.
That didn't sound okay.
Anyway. Wanting to be consistent should be motivation. Are you meaning consistent in the show?
We lack consistency
We did
in
good
every
last week.
aspect. We did great last week.
Yeah, because we actually looked shit up.
Uh-huh.
And that episode is on Spotify.
Hey.
But nah.
Good job.
Spotify changed their whole dashboard and everything.
Everything. So
Yeah.
then you're like, fuck.
It took me. Well, I had to connect the Anchor, the Spotify for podcasters / Anchor account with Spotify account. So it's like they had 3 different ways you could sign into Spotify at one point. And so I had to merge all of them into one, which was already created because it got screwed up. And now I have an untitled podcast that's also under the same account. And I have no idea what the fuck it's for. But there's nothing on it. No details, no information, just says untitled.
Okay.
Crossing Colorado, though, is on Spotify. And last week's episode was uploaded yesterday.
Good job.
So, I was late, but at least it's there.
Better than ever.
Better late than never. It took me a minute to figure it all out there. So I did have to jump through a few hoops to connect everything.
Yeah.
Now everything's on the single dashboard, so it shouldn't be
So it shouldn't be too complicated.
such a pain in the ass. And I was thinking about adding it to iHeartRadio.
Yeah, you should.
In fact, I was thinking about Writer Sanctuary being on iHeartRadio, but I think my Writer Sanctuary is too much of a clusterfuck. I can do the author interviews. That's about it.
Right?
I'm excited to make it on next week.
I'm excited for you.
And she's
to have
excited
it
too.
make
She commented on the Twitter post today
Yeah.
that she was looking forward to it, and she can't believe it's been 3 years too. And she can't wait to catch up, and she's pretty excited. So we tried wanting to fit in smaller clothes, fit in chairs, or avoid or decrease joint problems, but those aren't motivation enough to keep the weight loss going. So what now? Right?
That's the problem. That's one of the reasons I wanted to talk about. That's Mike's big struggle right now.
Because we need you to help. Because we're out of ideas. That's what we should have called it. Out of ideas, had some guy doing this shit.
Right? I like the
I
lost
don't
guy.
know.
I like the lost guy looking at a map.
Looking at a map.
Half the people won't even know what he's looking at.
You don't even know what he's looking at. Which is
Well,
why it's lost.
I'm saying maps. Most people
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know.
Nowadays, yeah. What's that piece of
What's
paper? It
that?
has lines on it. Ew.
What is he doing?
Like, oh my god. Choke me with a spoon.
Gag me with a
Oh,
spoon. Oh my
gag
god.
So, we were playing Jeopardy on the Genesis back in the day.
Yeah.
And I had a little bit of a wild history growing up. So one of the questions was, a valley girl will get this cut in her throat. So I put in a big hairy dick. It wasn't right.
Imagine that.
But everybody else thought it was fucking hilarious. So I didn't know.
A spoon.
She's doing it right. If the old motivation goals don't work, how do we find new goals and avoid making the same mistakes with the weight loss?
That's kind of the question. That's really kind of what I was thinking. I gave Mike 2 topics tonight to choose from. I went through our old podcast to see if there was something that really we hadn't touched on in a while or something we could redo. And I came up with this one and then realized
We've
that
done it in
recently.
August.
We did it August last year, and I was like,
And that was
shit,
a part 2. So
I thought we did good. I knew we'd done it before, but I knew it was before we started the podcast. Before we started like putting it on Spotify and stuff like that. But I know Mike especially, and me too, honestly, is really struggling recently with
mine
motivational.
I think mine is 100%. It's 50%. It's 50% stress, 50% lack of sleep. Yesterday when I today when I slept, I actually slept when I was supposed to, and I have been
feeling good today?
very alert all day.
Yeah.
Stress, on the other hand, Doesn't help when Uncle Daryl's here, but hey,
Yeah,
that's a story for another time.
Mike's really feeling like his give a shit is really lost and he can't find it. So he needs a map.
It's broken, and someone
The
took
parts
it
on back order.
You know, someone took it to the thrift store, and somebody picked up part of it, and now it's scattered all over the place. I have no idea how to get it. It's gone.
Yeah, and the parts and pieces are on back order.
That's what happens when you send stuff to Goodwill.
Let's see, Chris. Sometimes there's nothing wrong with the old goals. The goals aren't demotivating. It's a lack of progress, which is demotivating. So maybe the approach is wrong, not the goals. I mean, that's a very good point, because a lot of my same motivations are still there. They're just not as strong. And I get frustrated with myself. Like, it's not like I've changed what I want, why I want to be thinner, why I've
to stay alive.
It's just being able to keep those goals strong in my mind, being able to really feel them, not just kind of want them. I mean, would you say the same thing? Like,
yeah,
because I mean, your goals.
Well, it's like
I would changed, right?
Like I told Ty a while ago when he wanted to do something. I can't remember what it was, but I told him, "You want it, just not bad enough to do anything about it."
Yeah.
So that's where I'm stuck at. I want it, but not bad enough to do anything about it. And I got to figure out what would make me want to do something about it.
Want to do something more about it.
And sometimes it's something else entirely that is the problem. Nothing to do with fitness, diet at all. Stress in other areas can F up your weight loss journey too. If you're a mod, just say fuck up your weight loss journey.
It lets you cuss, Chris.
Yeah. And F up your weight loss. What a pansy.
No, that's really true. It
delicate doily.
Sometimes, I mean, it's not.
Don't fucking tell me what to do.
I mean, that's also very true. A lot of times it's other things. It's not. Initially, it's not like you being like, ah, fuck it, these don't matter. It's something else that has triggered your stress levels. You're something, and all of a sudden, those aren't as prevalent in your mind as they were, because something else has now taken that place. And it's the finding how to get them back to the forefront of being important.
Yep.
I'm gonna do something weird. I'm gonna run away real quick. I'll be right back.
What are you doing?
Just be right back.
Getting more liquor?
No, I still have half a cup.
Not enough RAM. Yep. But some of us are running at 16 megs. I maxed out my computer at 64 gigs. That would be my hard drive, which is only 7200 RPM classic disk. So it's not an SSD, so it takes a little bit longer to spool up. Body break? I don't know. She went that direction. I wonder if, I don't know. She's going into my room. I hate it when people go in my room. Stay out of my goddamn room. You know we're getting old when every damn live stream has a potty break. Hey, in my defense, when I'm doing the writing sprints, by then I've had a glass of Emerge, which is a diuretic, 4 cups of coffee, and 4 cups of water from my water bottle. And that is before we even start the show, at which point I have another 2 cups of coffee. So it goes through me pretty quick.
Yeah, I'm losing.
What are you doing?
Fighting the dog. I lost.
What? What were you doing?
Guess what? My scale doesn't say
What's it say now?
399.0.
So you're a pound below the threshold.
Uh-huh.
Well, there you go. It's no longer That's progress.
I know.
Sam's been erroring out for the past 3 months. So there you go.
I meant to do it before we got on the show, and then we were sitting in
And
the
you're
living room.
wearing your full work outfit, so there's
And
another
it's
half
the
a
end of the
pound.
day. I just ate
Yeah.
dinner.
Yeah.
I've been drinking, like, so I'm probably,
Probably a pound less by tomorrow.
yeah, if
Yeah.
not more.
Awesome. Dude, Sam got numbers instead of letters on the scale. Whoop. Yeah, right?
Right? I started thinking about it. I
She's gone
feel,
beyond the alphabet.
I recently, especially with going to the gym and stuff, I've kind of felt like I've lost, not a lot. I don't feel like, oh, I'm really down. I just kind of felt like my knee doesn't hurt as bad. So I kept meaning to step on the scale, but I kept forgetting. And then while we were sitting here talking about motivation and having
Oh.
things that are motivating and stuff
That's
like
why you
that,
bailed.
yeah,
Oh, so you're getting hearts and
I
everything.
know. I was like, oh, I meant to do that before we started. So I went in there to check it. And it actually gave me numbers.
Woohoo! Woot.
Right? So,
Whoop. There it is.
but, I was thinking about, we were talking, like Chris saying, sometimes it's things that are demotivating. And that's one of the things that's really, it's stupid because I always, since I've dropped below 400, that was really been my big thing, is I don't ever want to go back up over 400. And I don't think that I really went much more than maybe 5 pounds.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't think that, honestly. But it was still over, and it was really discouraging for me. And instead of it motivating me to, oh, I gotta drop that, weirdly, it just depressed me and was like, fuck it, I suck, I don't care. Rather than it being like, oh man, I'm up there, I know that I can lose this.
Take your air and eat shit.
Yeah, like that's, fuck you, I guess I'm just gonna eat cake.
I'll show you air.
Right? And so getting that, like, numbers instead of letters, that is a big motivator. And like, it helps me, makes me be like, wow, maybe I could go to the gym. I really want to go to the gym this week. I'm so fucking tired.
That's because you're getting up, you're doing your training. So that's, I'm not gonna give you shit because you're up at 4. So yeah, that's up an hour before me, and I'm usually the first one up. So
I know.
I'm not even gonna give you shit.
And I've stayed up too late the past couple nights, where when I check to see, okay, if I go to sleep right now, how many hours is it going to be? And it's below 6 every night, and I'm like, fuck.
I like looking at the phone. You got 4 hours and 37 minutes for your alarm.
Yep.
God damn it.
I'm like, motherfucker. The other night when I told Ty,
except last night. Last night I slept a lot.
The other night when I told Ty, yeah, we can run to Maverick. That's not a problem when we're done. And I ran you guys to Maverick.
It was almost 10.
By the time I got back to the house and laid down in bed, the cat's fed, my Spanish lesson done, everything, I'm looking and I'm like, is it even worth going to fucking sleep at this point?
Where's my sleep number?
So my
stress management score was 73 yesterday.
So I'd like to go. I've been really enjoying going to the gym, and I planned on.
Really?
Oh, you only got 5 hours in.
I only got 5.5 hours, but I feel much better today.
Weird. But you slept really good last night, actually.
Yeah. Huh.
But I
even went to bed at 10:30. No way, I went to bed at 9:30. I had my tea and I was done.
Maybe it didn't register then. So you probably got almost 7 hours of sleep then. It just didn't pick up that you were asleep before that?
Was I that restless?
Maybe.
I might be.
Yeah.
It takes it takes a minute for me to actually fall asleep.
But
even with my tea, like my cat will keep me up for a good 20 minutes by itself.
But my goal was this week was yesterday and then tomorrow I was going to go to the gym when I got home because I'm getting home earlier. But yesterday I had to pick up Annika, so I didn't get home any earlier. So then I was like, I'm not going to the gym. I'm not going to get back here so late. And no. And then tomorrow I could go to the gym. I just don't know that I will.
No, is that what's going on?
No, because if I go to the gym, I have to go
So,
at like when I get off work at 2:45.
Mm.
And then Alyssa and I have plans because she's going out of town and she needs some clothes. So I was going to take her shopping because she doesn't know how to dress herself. It's not just weird t-shirts and scrub pants. And she needs at least one outfit if they're going to go to a nice dinner. So she asked if I would help her with that. We tried last night, but I have a crazy story to tell, but it's so off topic.
what's new?
Okay. So we went to Kohl's last night, guys.
Off
We went to Kohl's last night. I forgot to tell you about this. This was the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. So we go to Kohl's. And the Kohl's has 2 doors. Most Kohl's do. One door you walk in and there's men's clothing. No cash registers, nothing. Like it's just kind of weirdly abandoned on that side. The other door you walk in and that's where the cash registers and anybody who works there, anything like that are. Well, we get out of the car. I pull up to park and there's this truck and this older, it's not that much older, probably my age, a little older guy. Well, he had a little bit of gray hair. I don't know. He looked older than you. Gets out of the car, goes into the store. I'm like, okay. We start walking past, and like the car's still on, and then we see his wife's in the car. So we're like, oh, okay, left the car. Why is the dude going into Kohl's? That's weird, but okay, we don't think anything of it. We walk up to the door where the men's stuff is, and this dude comes like has hundreds of dollars worth of clothing in his. He's swiping it up off the stuff. Walks right fucking out. Almost knocks me and Alyssa over. Just whoop, right out. I'm like, the fuck? So we walk into the Kohl's, and there's not a single fucking person around. The alarm beeped, like, beep, 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 and that's it. Only a beep, beep, beep. Nobody, like, looked around. Nothingness. We're walking in the store. Nobody even, like, made eye contact with us as we, like, he walked out with hundreds of dollars of fucking clothes. And nobody batted a fucking eye.
Where was this at?
The Kohl's up in Brighton.
So if you need clothing in Brighton, if you're in the Brighton, Colorado area, make sure you stop at Kohl's.
It honestly was one of the craziest. I've never seen anything like. He's just like walking by, grabbing the handfuls of clothes off the fucking rack, right out the door in the car, and they drove in the truck and drove away. And Melissa and I are like, what the fuck just happened?
It's the state of the world that we live in.
Literally, like nobody even.
You know what would put an end to all? If employees were to start capping people in the knees.
Right?
But that's not. Anyway, that's a whole different show, but that's, yeah.
I could have put it into it real fucking quick.
His fucking shoulder checked him into a door.
Yeah. But I was really honestly in like shock and awe of, even after we just kept walking in the store, we watched him drive away and we're looking around and literally not a single person in the store aside from the 2 of us saw him. I swear to you. My friend Michelle today, she's like, so I'm sure that he was caught on cameras and I'm sure that there'll be like, I'm sure that the security team called the cops. I'm like, we were there for 2 hours and no cops showed up, guys.
Yeah. It's all good. And people get more brazen nowadays.
I
like
know.
We saw the Karen in the Wild.
Yeah.
At the height of COVID. Because it was against her religion.
Right.
That was awesome. I so wish I could have put that on camera.
I know.
I should have. I felt kind of bad for her because she was pregnant and she got tackled in the parking lot.
Hey,
but he didn't
play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
He didn't like full on
body tackle her. No, he put her ass down.
Yeah, she went to the floor, but it wasn't like deadly, or it wasn't like deadly force or anything. He didn't like full on put her to the ground. She did eat pavement when he put her handcuffs on.
I have a new motivation. My motivation is I want to become a YouTube star. I want to become a YouTube star for losing weight, where I can get on a show so I can punch one fucking face in the face.
Oh. So we watched a show that KDC suggested. It was the Jacked versus Fat Men, and Myron from the Fit and Fresh podcast was on, and that guy is annoying as fuck, but he was exceptionally annoying on this show. So Sam was like getting all kinds of butthurt.
I wanted to punch this dude in the face.
She was having a tushy tantrum.
Oh, this guy, it was like such.
Chris, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Can't wait to use that. I'm going to add that to the rotation. Yep, goes right up there with a fuck around and find out.
Right. But, you know, so they're talking about what were the two questions that I watched?
Are jacked men more attractive than fat men?
And then have you ever...
First one was the one that you really got triggered on.
Have you ever looked at a fat person and been disgusted?
Oh, something like that, yeah.
Do you want to put that, copy the link and put it in the...
Jack versus Fit, yeah. Here, give me a second here. I will share the link here.
It's an hour-long thing. We only watched like 20
minutes. I don't have an hour and 20 to spend, but it was kind of interesting to watch. Stop, you fuck stick. Where is the bam? There we go. But it is an interesting watch. I kind of was getting into it. Yeah. But yeah, she's right. Myron, I don't like Fresh and Fit. Myron is an arrogant, cocky fuck that I would just love to hit in the face with a brick.
But the things that he was saying...
Yeah. Greg Doucette was on it, though. And the other two guys, I don't know. I don't know who they are.
I mean, just the things that he was saying really...
Jubilee, yeah.
Pissed me the fuck off. Like...
Yeah, he's a douche.
And he was like, we should go back to shaming. Fat shaming. What was it? Ugly shaming.
When the shaming thing, I could see his argument where it would motivate somebody to lose weight. But on the other side of that coin, shaming can also cause people to dive deeper into depression to the point of committing suicide.
And that was what the bigger black guy was talking about.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I mean...
There's a, I wouldn't call it shaming, but more of, it's more, it's kind of like motivational speech, but aggressive undertones. There's a word for it, and I can't think of it. I don't think full-on shaming is
no.
needed, although I do full-on shame, but mostly because I'm a dick.
Here's the thing.
I'm a lovable asshole. There's a big difference.
Some people can handle it, but a lot of people can't.
Don't stop nothing. Won't be nothing.
But yeah, that's my new motivation is I just want to become fit
and knock him the fuck out.
And knock him the fuck out.
Big old Amazon 6'2".
Just will punch me in the fucking face.
You're about to investigate your own colon.
I mean, because there's like
he is. He can be a dick. I don't like him.
It's not even appropriate. Like I don't know.
He's along the lines of Andrew Tate. He's one of the biggest reasons why I don't like Andrew Tate either. I don't like arrogant, cocky fuck sticks who think they know better.
Yeah.
There's a big difference between motivating somebody through
negativity.
Yeah, negativity, as opposed to inspiring somebody to do better.
Yeah.
You want someone who's inspirational because that shit lasts forever. When you try to shame somebody into doing something, it's only going to last. It's a short-term boost. If there's any productivity to it at all, it's always going to be short-term.
Yeah.
Inspirational shit, like there's a reason why Tony Robbins was so popular. People loved him and believed in him and changed their lives because of it. But when you have dick sticks like Myron from Fresh and Fit, it just, you get to a certain point and then you just turn into a cocky ass and nobody wants to be around.
Not even a minute in, Myron is like a snake. I'm telling you. The other guys were kind of cool and they had some really good discussion points.
I like Greg Doucette. I don't know the other two. The really big guy was the only, it seemed like the only sane, stable one out of all of them.
Right.
But Greg Doucette does make some good points. I do like Greg Doucette.
Not even gonna check the link.
Thanks, Neo.
And I mean, the other guys were really cool about it, but you want to talk about triggering me, and it's funny because KDC sent it to us. It was like, oh, this might be a good topic for the show, and I was like, well, I don't know. Let me look, and I watched, and I was like, I can't do it, guys. There's my new motivation: is I just want to become famous enough that I have somewhere that I can interact with him, because I have to be famous enough to do that, so I can just punch him in the fucking face.
Knock the fuck out of our camera. I'm still gonna watch the rest of it later.
I'll probably watch some later too.
I was 22 minutes into it, and I thought, fuck, it's already 5:30. I don't have time to make the thumbnail and stuff. So
yeah,
I'll watch it later. But it is an interesting watch. I can't stand Myron, but the rest of it was actually really.
It was pretty interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I just was like, ugh. So there, I found some new motivation. I don't know how long that'll actually last. I'll actually have to watch him on a regular basis.
I feel you, because I get these boosts of motivation every time I see a V-Shred commercial.
Yeah.
That motherfucker triggers me like that.
It's funny because I'm like, okay, so I periodically just need to watch like 10 minutes of that up, and I'll be like, okay, I can do this.
It's to the point. This is how much the V-Shred bothers me. That when they did the Creator Clash 2 and they had signups, I signed up and suggested that I fight V-Shred. Small fucking channel, 455 subscribers. Yeah, I'll fuck him up. Let's go.
So what we're saying is,
I was raised by boxers and military.
We found Mike's new motivation. Mike, we're just gonna slowly feed him
V-Shred
once
commercials.
a day V-Shred commercials.
Ooh. Oh, just just thinking about it makes me angry. He's such a fucking twit. They hate when people. Okay.
So, I mean, I think I am doing better. Back to motivational. I think I am doing better going to the gym. I still haven't made it 3 days a week.
Well, you've gone more to the gym the last couple of weeks than you have in the last couple of years. I'm
really enjoying going to the pool. My problem with going to the pool is it takes so much longer. Like the night that we went and watched Princess Bride in the cinema.
Which is what brings us together.
We walked in. We switched our shoes into gym shoes. I did the bike. I won't do the bike again. I will walk on the treadmill, and everybody who watches the show knows how I feel about a treadmill, but that was my better option. We did half an hour of walk quickly. I did the recumbent bike, but I should have got my ass up and walked. Well, we watched the movie, but we were in there and out of there 45 minutes at the most. We go to the pool, and even if we're in the pool for the same amount of time that we were on the treadmill, it's still an hour to get in there. And we both wear our swimsuits to the gym. So then we just put our stuff in the locker. We go do our swimming. Sometimes we have to wait for one of the lanes. We go to our swimming. We get out, and then you got to shower off, and then you got to dry off, and then you got to change. And then it takes so long to go to the pool.
See, I don't do any of that. I go to the gym. I create a sweaty mess. I come directly home to change and shower.
Well, that's what
I refuse to undress in public.
Okay, but I'm not wearing my wet-ass swimsuit.
Why not?
My car will get all wet and yucky.
As opposed to dumping 2.5 gallons of water in the back seat. Right. That ship has sailed. On the other hand, the good thing about weight loss is that you don't really need motivation all the time. You can walk on the treadmill feeling unmotivated as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I get on the treadmill. I throw on my songs. Like lately, I've been playing my theme songs for my books, and so I'll think about scenes of my books while I'm walking on the treadmill. So, like with Shadows of Atlantic City, the ending to that book is inspired by Sin City by Meredith Brooks. So, when you guys get to the last chapter of Shadows of Atlantic City, maybe you want to play that song while you're reading it. But like Fury is inspired by Disturbed's version of Shout, so I'll listen to my theme songs from my books and think about scenes while I'm walking. And that 12 minutes, because I'm doing 12 minutes at 4 miles an hour on a 5% incline, and talk about burning your calves. And that 12 minutes will go like that, gone. So I'm always like,
Yeah.
so it's not really motivated. It's just more of my mind is like somewhere else.
If I can get into something when I'm on the treadmill, like, which is why I said I should have while we were watching The Princess Bride, I would have been perfectly happy. We walked in at the Miracle Max point. When they show up and are knocking on the door at Miracle Max's, that's when we got on the machines. So we watched all the way to the end. Because, you know, when you've seen a movie like 1,000 times, it doesn't matter where you walk into it, you're not going to be lost.
But now you're disappointed because you're missing all the best parts of the movie.
Those are the best parts.
I don't know what it means, what you think.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, we were sad we missed that point. But, so we did that, and then the first few minutes of the beginning.
I have a confession to make. I'm not left-handed either.
we watched the first few minutes of the beginning, and then we were done. But in all honesty, if I would have got up on the treadmill when we walked in, I would have focused on that movie, and I wouldn't have noticed that we were going that long. Typically, when we used to go to the gym and I used to get on the treadmill, and I've told everybody how bad I hate the fucking treadmill, it's because there's so much else going on, and I can't get focused on anything else. I try and have a conversation, and all I can focus on is, fuck, it's only been 5 minutes. I still got 30 to go. Like,
because says the treadmill don't care, do the steps, burn the calories, same with diet. See, I'm fine with treadmills. Treadmills are the things you put a basket of clean clothes on, right?
Yeah,
Or is that just
I thought they were clothes hangers.
No,
That's a
that's
Zaz.
a Zaz. Like right now, the Zaz is home to my gym clothes.
It must be time for Nana to come in.
We had a treadmill. It always had shit stacked on it. My family in my house, it was one of those back in the old days when they had the bikes that were stationary bike, but it had the gear that spun the big wheel in the back, and it was all like it was a rubber thing. But that was the hanger for most clothes.
Yeah.
So walk around my apartment as pre-cardio and do 400 jumps as cardio. I get through the whiplash and do weights afterwards when I do workout.
So I honestly have
Why are you
just
giving
been
yourself
going.
whiplash?
I have just been going to the pool and walk, and Alyssa and I walk, and we'll use the foamy weights that I was talking about.
42,000 pounds.
I'm just not there yet. I'm not at a point where. And I don't know that going to this gym, that is something I will ever go use. I don't know that I will ever go use the machines. Because a bunch of dude bros in front of the mirror. Oh, yeah.
That's one thing I can say safely that I've never done at Planet Fitness. I have never stood in front of the mirror and flexed or even worked out to watch myself work out.
They all work out.
You got these guys.
Hey, no.
You also get these guys that do the machines or the free weights, and they're like filling themselves up while they're doing it. And all I can think is that does absolutely nothing for you. No, you're working out the muscle. Why do you have to fill yourself up?
Go. Yeah.
I've never done that shit. I do it on camera here because it's funny, but I've never done it at the gym. Yeah. And I just don't understand why they're like, oh yeah, I can feel it right here. Well, no shit, that's a muscle you're working out. Manners.
Go. You gotta go then. If you're gonna be in here and bark, you gotta go. Bye. Nope.
Anyway.
Sorry.
But yeah, so I will never. I'll never understand why they do that.
I know, it's just
maybe they just like the way they feel. They gotta go home and touch themselves.
Why go home and touch themselves? They're touching themselves in the mirror. I don't know. It's something funny to watch while we're walking in the pool, but you know.
That's when you walk up behind them. You just starting?
One of the guys we were laughing at the other day, he's doing pull-ups, right? So, but he's walking around in a, I don't know what to call it besides a wife beater. They're not called wife beaters.
Oh, the white tank top that had the texture, like Velcro, like not Velcro,
corduroy. Yeah. So he's wearing one of those.
Wife beaters.
And gym like sweatpants, and he goes to do the pull-ups. But before every time he pulls his shirt up, just like so he can watch in the mirror, and I'm like, "What are you doing, you weirdo?"
I like to see my muscles flex.
And then every time he'd let go and get down, he'd fix his shirt. And
That's
then he'd
when
get back
all-
up and he'd pull his shirt up and be like,
That's when how you really set these fuckers off is like when they do shit like that. You look at them, think that's awfully gay of you. You're admiring another. You're admiring a man's abs.
it just it. I don't even.
Huh.
I'm in the pool, so I'm so far away from them. But we just
But
touched
it's
the little.
But is it really gay for pleasuring yourself?
No, it's really not.
It's
But yeah, I don't know.
masturbation.
Yeah,
But it's another dude.
It's self gratification.
But it's a dude messing with yourself.
Well, that's a whole different topic.
These are the kind of thoughts I have when I'm home alone. The power goes out. George Carlin.
But I mean, so I think I'd like to do some of the classes and stuff like that. And one of my problems is I invited Alyssa to go to the gym with me, which I love going to the gym with Alyssa. But she
there's a
will
problem.
never do any of the classes with me.
Hmm.
She will never like
After I think television kind of ruined me on classes because I just see these over hyperactive ditzy let's go cheerleader types, and all I want to do is like smack them in the face with a boosa ball.
they have a couple of the dance and get fit classes like that I could take time wise, like and I'm like, that would be fun. But then I see some of the girls in the class and I go, never mind.
You've never had a spoon down your throat, have
you? No, they probably all have. They're the like
just out the dinks. How about that for a segue? It's a throwback. Let's see. In the age of people, in the age of people filming other people in the gym, I'm staying home. That's from Neil. The filming in the gym motivates me to make working out at home work for me. Yeah, that's what I think. All gyms should ban filming in the gym.
Most of them do. They just don't enforce it. Like it's mostly in the rules and stuff.
Yeah,
but
it's like
don't enforce it.
Look, another thing that drives me nuts is the guys that sit on the machines that I'm waiting for will sit there fucking scrolling on fucking Tinder or whatever the hell they're doing for 20 fucking minutes. Do one set and then do it again for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, when I go to the gym, I listen to my headset. I'm using my phone. I'm using my phone to record my sets. I use exercise.com to record all of my the amounts of weights that I lift. And that goes on my arm so I can put it in, and that's it. That's the only time I ever touch my fucking phone. I don't look at it for anything. During my breaks between sets, I breathe, I relax, I close my eyes, and I try to center myself for a good 60 seconds before my alarm goes off to tell me it's time for another set. I'm not sitting there scrolling on fucking dating apps. Like, Jesus, man. Get off the fucking machine. You're not the only one who pays $20 a month for that damn thing.
Right?
I hate that shit. I think phones should be banned everywhere.
So, in this...
That's a rant for another day.
In this 45 minutes that we've been on, have you thought of anything
that motivates me? Yeah, V-Shred.
Okay, I'm going to start just randomly...
sending me V-Shred shit.
I can't send it to you. I got to figure out how to make it autoplay. If I send it to you, you won't open it. You'll be like...
No. I don't know, to be honest.
I'm gonna get on your channel and follow.
Don't you fucking dare!
So that he randomly pops up in all your fucking suggestions and everything.
Subscribe, hit the notification bell.
So that every time he's live, you'll get a notification. You'll get.
I will stab you to death with a spoon. But anyway, motivation.
But I mean, aside from V-Shred,
I don't know. To me, I think my biggest issue is dealing with stress, and I think I have an idea of how to handle the sleep part. Yeah. But I'm still hyper stressed right now. There's quite a few things happening in the back end that are justifiably stressful.
Yes.
And so, I don't know. That's because I can't, even when I try to meditate, I try to calm myself. It's still there. So I've got to figure out a way to deal with it. The problem, not the stress.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, it's kind of a big problem to deal with. So it's not like something I can fix overnight.
Right.
But I am almost certain that is what's slowing me down this last fitness challenge is that
Yeah, just
I
that
have been
extra stress. and-
dialed to 11 with a lack of sleep, and which
Yeah.
just makes shit far worse.
It sure does. I mean,
So
like my jokes about not sleeping since 1998, but
but
it's
true.
definitely it's definitely noticeable when he's truly not getting sleep.
Yeah.
And when you're super stressed like you are, you tend to get less sleep.
Mhm.
So
And it takes forever, which is why I'm fine with having. If it wasn't for going to the gym tomorrow, I would have a Benadryl allergy pill with a sleepy time chaser
and then you'd go night night.
and a shot of Drambuie. I'll see you at noon.
Right?
Good night. I tried 2 packets of sleepy time once when I was in LA. I woke up at 11. I shit you not. It put me down. So I stopped doing that. Let's see. When I was focusing, Neil says, when I was focusing on my protein intake, finding ways to get my protein in while in a calorie deficit was good motivation for me. Good. I can get 8 straight hours, but I still have to work out somehow, or can't get 8 straight hours. I haven't had 8 hours of sleep in years. When because I joke that it's last time I slept was 1998. That was the last time I actually had a decent bed and didn't have kids.
Right.
So, yes, it sounds funny, but it's fucking true.
That's not necessarily true. While you
Oh,
had that good
I
bed
slept
in LA, you actually slept
for
pretty good.
6 months, and then I had a month and a half at the hotel.
Yeah.
Ooh. Out of
Slept good.
25, 6, 7 years, the vast majority of my life.
No, when you and I first got together, while my bed was still in good shape. That was a good bed initially. 15 years later, it was not a good
No,
bed.
yeah, it was
That was killing us both.
I'm gonna get rid of the memory foam mattress.
Yeah.
It's
you
not.
should.
I think it's just too hard. I think I slept better on my old mattress than I did on this.
Probably. I believe it.
Sure, you get a fucking hammock and stretch it across my bathroom.
Across your bathroom?
It's the only place I can go where people won't interrupt, and even then, people knock on my door. My only sanctuary is not even a sanctuary. I go in there to hide from squirrels, kids, dogs, and cats. Sanctuary.
But what else can help you get motivated to really do this?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be doing the show.
If you did that, we wouldn't be talking about it.
No, it'd be a different topic. Another topic that we get sidetracked from and talk about for about 5 minutes. I realized this week that I use better.
Used to be.
I realized this week that I used to be under 300 for a while. Now has been my excuse if I gain weight. I have to stop saying that. Yeah. Like I could say that, oh, it's okay if I gain 20 pounds. I used to be over 300. Now, at 230, that'd be an awful lot to gain. So,
Oh, that I use being under. Okay.
oh,
That makes way
we
more
got
sense.
yeah, we got you now. Well, now you guys start thinking, I want to be under 200.
I'm never getting under 200.
I don't think I'll ever under 200, but mostly because of this. I think I'm just too big. I don't think I'll hit under 200. I think I'll hit about 205.
I think I am physically capable of being under 200 pounds.
Well, I don't know. It's at 235 when we first hooked up back in 2001, 2002.
2003.
When you guys were on, your mom
2003.
were on Lean for Life.
We hooked up the summer of 2003.
And you weighed 235. You weren't fucking hot.
I actually wasn't 235. I was 255.
I thought you were 235.
Nope. I haven't been down to 235 since before I got pregnant with
Well,
Oliver.
she was fucking sexy. Of course, she's also 6'2" and built like an Amazon.
Yeah.
So it really depends on how you carry that weight, I guess.
I honestly don't think I'm physically capable of being below 200 pounds.
I won't be able to. I'm 6 foot tall. I'm built too big.
Okay. So, I mean, we're talking like, I'm what, an inch taller than you?
Yeah. Well,
about an inch taller than you. I am also built not tiny. So if we're thinking you as a male that doesn't have that won't get, there's no way in hell I'm ever getting below 200. Yeah, I want to see where I'm at 180.
There you go.
Yeah.
I want to see what I look like with abs.
Yeah.
I've never had abs before.
So you came close.
Came
close. So close.
Then I started dating Julie.
Mm-hmm.
Then I gave up.
Pretty much.
Now I'm not dating anybody. I just don't give a shit.
No, you gotta fix that. It's important to fix that.
Yeah.
You need to find your give a shit. Maybe that guy will lend you his map.
Yeah. Be marked with an X. Your give a shit is here.
Somewhere far
Unfortunately,
away.
yeah. Unfortunately, it's in Amsterdam. Oh shit! I don't even have a passport.
Right.
Also, can you mail my give a shit to me? I have to pass through customs, and it being my give a shit, it's not going through customs.
It's not making it. Can somebody smuggle that to me? How does that?
Careful now, we'll get the DEA here. Or border patrol.
Border Patrol.
ICE.
Oh.
Let's see how many triggering words we can on a YouTube video to see what federal agencies show up my door tomorrow.
That's not. I'm fine.
What do we have to say for the FTA or the ATF? Alcohol.
Wow. Tobacco.
Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms.
Yeah.
Which, why are those all together?
Why are those? Sounds like a combination you don't want to mix.
Well, it's almost like they were like, okay, we're gonna do one for alcohol. We got one for tobacco. We need one for firearms. They're like throwing up the rest of whatever the government didn't want to handle into one group.
I know. They're all volatile substances. You control that shit.
Soon you'll see it's alcohol, tobacco, firearms, and pharmaceuticals. We're monitoring your Advil intake.
So, did we cover
SWAT?
Did we cover our topic at all?
No.
We
don't cover. We rarely ever talk. I still don't like. I don't know. I'm trying to keep myself motivated.
I'm getting better.
I think
I'm honestly
for me,
getting better.
it's all about stress. I just gotta figure out how to. Need to figure out better ways to handle this part of stress, because it is kind of major stuff that is going on that will affect how the rest of my life unfolds in the foreseeable future. So it's a little bit more than just, I don't know what color to wear tomorrow.
Right.
So I got to figure out what I'm going to be doing to fix that. And I think once I figure that out, I think everything will fall into place. So that is my issue. Stress and sleep. I'm almost positive. We realize that motivation is a work in progress. The whip.
Yep.
I should be done with mine tomorrow.
Yeah. A work in progress?
Yep. Shadows of Atlantic City only has 1,400 words left.
That's awesome. Then you have to go through it, and then you can give it to us.
Then I'm going to polish it up and then send it to beta readers.
Okay. So what is your goal?
And then start working on Fury.
What is your goal for this week?
To not cry.
Okay. Mike's not crying.
No.
Nope, Mike's. You said it.
That is a lame goal.
Okay, what is your real goal for this week?
To not curl up in a corner and cry. No.
No corner crying.
To keep it green. God damn
Okay,
it.
if you don't accomplish it this week, you have to pick a new goal next week.
I can up the stakes. If I don't keep it green for the next 7 days, you can Rochambeau me live on television, on YouTube.
I don't want to play Rochambeau. We have to play or I just get to. I don't like to play that game.
Rochambeau you for it.
I go first.
It'd be awfully,
keep it green.
it'd be awfully funny for everybody to watch you punch me in the junk.
Not mean enough.
Arabeth would, I think. I don't know. I don't know if Arabeth's mean enough to do it.
Cheers.
Okay, no physical damage. I'm gonna keep it green. That's just it.
Anybody else have any goals? I don't have any goals. I got none. I don't know what to do for next week. I'm just too fucking tired, guys.
I would say find a way to de-stress, but like I said, what's going on right now, I don't want to talk about it on camera, but what's going on right now is kind of heavy. Yeah. It's from earlier.
I know.
Okay. So I don't know. I'll figure it out. I always do.
Why does all your stress always revolve around other people?
Because I'm everybody's fucking hero, that's why.
I mean, in all honesty.
Can't you guys find somebody else to worship?
You're very rarely ever stressed about anything that is.
That's because basically my life is awesome. It's you guys that fuck it up.
That's probably true. 4 workouts, workout in the morning.
Because I'm always worried about making sure everybody else is fine. I'm the bartender in Cork Story. Nobody cares if a bartender's is having a good time. He's too busy making sure everybody else is having a good time.
Okay. Me and Chris need something.
Everyone knows you are human. You taking in other people's stress on top of your own. That makes me a fucking superhero.
Me and Chris are the only ones that need goals still. I might just breathe this week. Okay, I'm gonna make a fucking menu. I'm gonna make a menu. I'm gonna do it, guys. I got this. I can make a fucking menu. Now Chris needs a goal.
You gonna make a menu?
I'm gonna make a menu. I'm gonna do it.
Go to do it. All right. Make a menu. Is Chris even with us anymore? Or did he pass
Chris
out?
left. It's only Neo that's been talking for a long while.
Yeah, right.
Since 7:40. 20 minutes.
There's still there's my concurrent viewers. We probably lost Chris. Oh, for quite some time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, about 20 minutes. 7:40 was last time Chris said anything.
Make a menu and post it on the shorts.
Okay.
You gotta post it on shorts?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. Should I upload this one to Spotify?
Yeah, I think you should upload them all. It doesn't matter if we're chaos. Some people like our chaos.
Start label them with an L for lame. One of these times we'll actually stay on topic and really help somebody.
Last week. We really did. We did a great job last week.
Yeah. All we did was bitch about Fresh and Fit and hear about your story with people stealing clothes from Kohl's. Remember, Kohl's in Brighton. If you want some free clothing.
It was the craziest shit.
And you're in the Brighton, Denver area, make sure you stop at Kohl's.
That was craziness, dude.
Is it wrong for me to announce stuff like that?
Probably, but that's okay.
Hey, if they would do their fucking job, it wouldn't be an issue now, would it?
I know. It's crazy.
At least one this week. Do you going to do a short?
Mhm.
See, and the only time Sam's going to do a short, and it's all going to be her Filipino fan base.
Okay. And Neo.
And
Neo
Neo,
will
yeah.
watch it.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be Neo and a bunch of Filipinos. It'll be all right. Watch time, man.
With marriage proposals
Please
and
don't lose that.
hearts.
It's my only one I have left right now. Okay. Am I gonna try and do an outro?
Sure, that way I know where to stop it. So I can upload it.
Okay. If you enjoyed this train wreck, please catch us live on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. Mountain Time on Crossing Colorado's YouTube channel. You can also catch this podcast typically on Spotify. We are gonna look into doing iHeartRadio, possibly. Yes.
I heard you.
And maybe on the website too. If you would like to contact us, you can comment on any of our YouTube videos. Mike's really great about responding. I try to be. There's a contact page on crossingcolorado.com. We also have Instagram ish,
Yeah.
Twitter ish.
Actually, Instagram gets sent to me immediately. So,
yeah, that's all I got. I don't think I fucked it up, but I think I forgot stuff.
close enough.
Works for me. Have a great night. Have a great week. We got this. We can do this. Let's find some motivation. Let's find some motivation to be motivated.
There we go. How about everybody work on what motivates you this week, and we'll report next week.
And we'll check in next week?
Yeah.
Okay, let me make a note on the sheet.
All right. So we're going to work on finding ways to motivate ourselves honestly and report our findings. We're doing a case study on ourselves. Find what motivates you. Whether that's, it can be anything. Even if you just want to, like some people say it's shallow, that your goal is to wear a bikini in the summertime. So what? As long as that's motivation, what the fuck does it matter?
Yeah.
I don't want to be an underwater
model.
Underwear model, but I would like to see what it looked like with a 6-pack at 48.
Yeah.
So mine is out of pure morbid curiosity. But whatever motivates you.
I'd like to be able to walk.
Walking is good.
I have trouble walking. It hurts to walk.
Yeah.
When I've had a lot of long days, like today, I did a lot of walking. This week I've done a lot of walking, and I feel it. I feel it.
Some points were made at the end of the day. Viewers can relate to the topics. They relate to the honesty too.
Yeah.
I'm in case study. Sounds good. We're all going to be doing that. We're all going to be looking for ways to motivate and report our findings.
I'm for it.
Did you write that down?
I did.
All right. Mine is going to be skinny people sex. Who am I kidding? I'm 48. Those days are long gone.
So I'll make it mine.
What? To have skinny people sex?
Skinny people sex.
Well, you're still 42. 6.
4?
4?
44.
Oh, yeah. More than you by 4 years.
Put it on the community tab. Oh, thanks.
Have your thing back. You put what on the community tab? That you're 44?
No.
That I want skinny people sex?
No, our homework.
Okay. Does Crossing Colorado have a community tab?
I don't know that it does have a community
You know what? I think it does. I think we got it when I hit 100 subscribers. YouTube changed the rules.
Oh, okay.
So I think we have the community tab.
See, the homework. Thank you guys.
To all of you, to all 455 of you that want skinny people sex.
Thanks, Neo, for watching with us.
Yep, thanks for hanging out with us, Neo. And Chris, I don't know what happened to you, but
he peaced out.
He'll probably watch us.
The grid there.
Fireball and milk. Oh no, Tito's and milk. That's what it is.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll see you next time.
Have a great night. Thank you for joining us.
Gotta find OBS. Stop shooting. Look at that.
No, you really need a haircut.
Need to find somebody who gives a shit and actually cut my hair. Just put it on there. Putting it there might motivate you. Possible. Guess we'll find out.
Okay, here's something weird. It's totally like, do I look skinnier when I leave my hair down?
Oh, probably.
Huh. I don't know.
That's one thing. The dating apps. All the girls have the duck lips. Like, I don't know how to lick your lips and stick to the window.